want to begin by giving to Anne this special little comfort blanket. It's made by the ladies of our parish. We owe a big debt to Anne and Jim. They worked so hard for many years, and I just want Anne to know that you are not alone today. You have your family and friends, and also a lot of people in the parish who knew both of you and who prayed for you. And this is just a little blanket that they made to give you a little bit of comfort. It has an angel in the middle and some sayings on it that maybe would give you some comfort in the days ahead. So let me just give that to you. They say that a great artist can paint a masterpiece with tiny brushes. One day a pastor received a letter addressed simply to Harry the usher, and the letter read, "Dear Harry, I am sorry I don't know your last name, but then you don't know mine either. I am Gert at the 10 o'clock Mass. I am writing to ask you a favor. I don't know the priest too well, but somehow I feel close to you. I don't know how you got to know my first name, but every Sunday morning you smile and greet me by name, and we exchange a few words. How bad the weather was, how much you liked my hat, and how I was late on a particular Sunday. I just wanted to say thank you for taking the time for remembering an old lady, for the smiles, for your consideration, and for your thoughtfulness. Now for the favor. I am dying, Harry. My husband has been dead for 16 years, and the kids are scattered. It is very important to me that when they bring me to church for the last time, you will be standing at the front entrance. It wouldn't seem right if you weren't there to say, "Hello, Gert, good to see you." If you are there, Harry, I will feel assured that your warm hospitality will be duplicated in my new home in heaven. With love and gratitude, Gert at the 10 o'clock Mass. That's how I remember Anne and Jim. For years they were the ushers and the greeters at the 4 o'clock Mass, which was the first Mass of the weekend. And their smiles and their welcomes and their help touched the lives of a lot of people that they don't even know. It was a terrific ministry, and with their tiny little acts of kindness, the tiny brushes, the great artist we call God created a masterpiece. Sometimes they saved lives when someone was having a heart attack or was sick. But most of the time it was just the little gestures, getting them a seat, saying hello, smiling, giving them a bulletin. And that was Jim's ministry here for years and years. And he wore the most outlandish outfits. People didn't know his name, but when I'd say, well, you know, he's the guy that had the plaid trousers on and that bright red blazer, they knew him by the way he dressed and by his smile and his readiness to help everyone. And that's what we remember, you know, it's the season today of ordinary time. Christmas season is over, and we return to that green time in our church, the time of ordinary time. And that's what we remember about Jim and, of course, Ian as well. It's that ordinary things they did that helped so many people. It was that tiny little ordinary brush from which the great artist created the masterpiece. If you pick up a deck of cards, there is one card in the deck that seems useless. It's usually just discarded. It doesn't come into play. But if you play 500 bid, it's the card you want. It's the most powerful card in the deck. And I'm talking about the Joker. If you're playing 500, you can lay down an ace of hearts and think you won the trick. But if somebody throws the Joker, you lose, and it isn't even close. Easter is the Joker of our church year. It's when everybody thought that Jesus had failed, that he had died, that he was of no consequence, and then the Joker, God threw on the deck of life, Easter, the Joker. And that trumped everything. And that's how we believe. We look at life through the lens of the Joker of Easter. We look at life through the lens of eternal life. Because this life is unfair. Good people suffer, and bad people live long lives, and things happen to us that are not our fault, and we suffer. And it seems like life is so unfair, and it is, and it's only with Easter, with the Easter of our lives, that life becomes fair. And that's what we celebrate at every funeral. We celebrate Easter. We celebrate that God trumped all the evil in the world, and especially death, with the Joker of Easter. We wear white vestments, we sing songs, we take Jim and we entrust him to that. Entrust him to a God who loved him and appreciated all the little acts of kindness that he did over his life. Would you please stand?